give us his presentation, please.
Thank you, Marco. Good afternoon, everybody. I believe in Europe. Ferrari said that businesses are done first of people, second on machinery, third on wars. While preparing my intervention, I was hoping it was really sounding. Sorry. It could really sound as a call for coordinated national plans for business transfer in Europe. Europe was the first pioneer institution in 1993 when it started the symposium in Brussels about business transfer. So I wish that this very important assembly of Naples can be a new beginning also as President Juncker would like for all Europe now. I know that in these over 30 years, there has been public and private effort on business transfer. Nevertheless, notwithstanding the passionate engagement of European leaders and operators, we cannot be enough satisfied, and we see a patchy landscape. If we exclude the virtuous initiative of Transeo, which includes, however, about 50 experts random from all over Europe, they will agree, but now they are more or less like that. We cannot see, as I know, a systematic network of experts concerning really business transfer aspects. Okay, it is naturally easy to find legal, fiscal experts, consultants, which are not really focused on business transfer aspects. So we can see that business owners go to the hospital with confidence for their own health, but don't do the same for their businesses. So what I'm wishing is that this propensity to go for assistance can strongly increase. In order to do this, contribute to this, asking why is it so, I'm trying to reframe some basic concepts of business transfer. The nature of business, with the value to be transferred, the focus of the analysis. What is a business? Is it something mechanistic, where things are very rationally organized and work like that? Or is it something organic, where emotions and interpersonal relations have a determinant role? After 30 years experience on the field, I can say that the heart wants to have its word. And this is very often a crucial and determinant word. On another, so communication is very important. But if you talk about business transfer, I think of a moment of discontinuity. We should understand that this is not an accident in business life, because change is the essence of life, and business are no exception. So we should understand business transfer as a physiological moment of business life. And business life should be understood as something which is changing all over life. I was critical about what we are doing until now, about the network, about the value to be transferred. I believe, and I have been suffering from this, then until now, during 30 years, we have been focused on transferring the business ownership, and not what I think it could be right, a business ongoing competitiveness because business ownership is a very legitimate, very legitimate interest of the business owners, managers, consultants, shareholders, but the interest of the economy, the interest of Europe is a continuity of competitiveness of the territory. So the real value to be transferred is a business value continuity. In order to do this, we have to understand that if we were really just only about the business transfer ownership, it's like if we were looking at a bridge in the highway without taking care of the ramps. One before, which is the time of awareness raising and of the preparation within the company. And the second is about how to think about the future of the company, the challenges in a fast-changing scenario. If we forget these ramps, the bridge, risks to collapse. One minute. Sorry. I will. So the focus of the analysis is not just talking about one single business, but talking about the whole industry. The statistics tell us that are involved. And if you want to do this, we need to change our mind. No more individual experts very focused on themselves, but rather an experienced analyst network which can accompany also the junior and senior in their itinerary. And to do this, we need to change our mindset and get an ecological mindset. Where we should think business as ecosystems, and we should avoid a do-it-yourself attitude, and to propose some policy-making strategies on one side and techno-cultural network on the others. These should converge to local, regional, or national plans. After 30 years of, unfortunately, of experience, I propose, and I think a national plan should have 4 pillars. Institutional sponsorship and leadership to support actions, self-organized, multi-skilled advisors network, an open knowledge base and service tools to be shared with all the operators all over Europe, and finally an online bank occasion and experience like it happens in the health sector. I thank Marco for giving me 1 minute more, and I say that I've been, during this year, I've been discussing and sharing these visions with the Italian ministry representatives, and I found an encouraging spirit. So it is why I do not end by the end, but this different slide. Thank you very much.
Many thanks, Tony. Actually, the 1 minute was well invested because you replied already to the question what would be the necessary elements of a comprehensive policy package. So you laid it already out, the 4 pillars of a comprehensive policy package. I would like to, before we go on with the current businesses, go a little bit in detail in 2 or 3 aspects. We were talking about the ramps and the bridge and then the ramp down again. So if we talk about the ramp which you use to get on the bridge, what is, in your opinion, given that you said that it's a very psychological issue, what would be the most successful, the most effective trigger to make owners start thinking about sales or transfers their business at an early enough moment? We see that it takes some time to get aware of the fact, oh, I should be transferring. Again, there are many reasons, but that you get aware of it's time to do this. How do you trigger that? When we talk about transfers, very often what we hear is they are very late always when they start doing this as owners. So what is, in your opinion, the best way to do that?
Ci sono vari aspetti, varie modalità anche sperimentati, ne cito uno un po' forte in Baviera, per esempio. Si fanno dei seminari solo per donne, parenti, sorelle, figlie, mogli di imprenditori. Sorry. I was listening in Italy. In Bulgaria, for example, there are seminars just in which only women can participate. Wives, sisters, and members of the family of the entrepreneurs. This is one way to sensitize in advance entrepreneurs. Another way is to use the channel of business association, the channel of commerce, using the argument that they are going to lose their associates and their clients, so they can sensitize in advance children. And children should start new branches in their company. And the other thing is to make a treasure of experience and to show which are the real crucial factors. We have done this. Real crucial factors which are not the usual crucial factors. Usual crucial factors which are analyzed by tax legal experts are not the right ones. I can say that if you go to a tire, a bicycle tire, and you put in the water to see where is the hole, we can see that traditional experts put in the water the place where the part where the hole is not. The hole is everywhere, is in psychological aspects, and this is not comfortable to get to this one. So if after this period we had 1,200 experience during 30 years, and we found that 10 crucial factors should be analyzed. I think, like as we go for blood analysis, we should say 1, 2, 3 asterisks, and after these ones, on time, we could give some support. But if we are able to do this really on time, this is less a threat for all people. And then we could start branches for younger people, and then it can be done again, the connection and the mixture. I have some concrete experiences about this.
Same question around that. Do you think that by giving out free vouchers, let's say, okay, you get advisory services for free just to see, okay, does it make sense to transfer and what conditions that they get these services for free by giving out vouchers, that this could also raise awareness because this first step would be free and then we'll just say, okay, you can get information, then you decide what to do with that information, but at least they get the information which they normally would not get.
I am sorry, but I was prepared for this question because I heard to talking about this in another ministry. And I believe that if you give free vouchers for unprepared people, it's like this is the company, yes, this is the voucher, and this is just to put it. It's like to provide free gasoline to extinguish a starting fire. You really need to prepare people to another kind of atmosphere where business transfer is. Because I think we need a new culture for transfer business. Transfer business is a different business than an ongoing business.
Okay, and the last question.
I did not switch yet.
Would you say that there is a growing awareness that you could and should not only transfer before you retire, but there are many other reasons why you would want to transfer even before you retire? For example, you have another idea, you want to do another idea, or you want to do something else in life, or as I said, there is some simply a good offer and one should think about, okay, it's my baby, but on the other hand, it might be growing better in somebody else's hands. It's not very often the transfer is in a way also the possibility for growth.
It was not by chance that I put the coffee in my images. It has happened to me as a consultant to be seeing like the one who proposes what kind of design would you like for your coffee to some senior entrepreneur. So this is not easy. No, a consultant can be asked this by the entrepreneur. They don't want to talk about this. So I think that institutional structure should work. And I ask you to make the yearly balance balance sheet for your company, they should also ask how are you positioned about business transfer. You should be obliged for all the business owners. And this is why I say we need institutional sponsorship, institutional leadership. Otherwise, we are going to stay longer in a do-it-yourself situation.
Thank you very much. So, next in line, Mr. Jurkovic.